Hello and welcome to another Goshawk Engineering video. The purpose of this video is to hopefully explain the need for conducting an oil pressure assembly test on a pre-war Rolls-Royce engine. This test is carried out towards the end of an engine assembly where we have the following items installed and fitted: cylinder block, cylinder head gasket, oil pumped crankcase main feed pipe, all crankcase oil connections, all timing gears, pistons, big end bearings, main bearing oil delivery pipes with caps, conrod oil pipes, and the crankshaft damper. There are two main reasons for conducting this test. Firstly, we need to ascertain whether pressurised oil is actually being delivered throughout the engine and associated oil delivery systems. Secondly, we need to ensure that both main and big end bearings have been assembled correctly and are tightened within a specific tolerance. All post-1906 Rolls-Royce engines used a forced system of oil to lubricate the internal moving parts of the engine. Therefore, it is absolutely critical to check that this system is operating correctly before the sump is fitted to the crankcase and the engine is started. If pressurised oil is not delivered throughout the system, it is highly likely that your engine will undergo a severe mechanical failure within a very short period of time. Clearly, this is something we wish to avoid, having invested a great deal of time and money into an engine rebuild. For any hydraulic system to function satisfactorily, it must observe Pascal's law, which states that pressure applied to an enclosed fluid will be transmitted without a change in magnitude to every point of the fluid and to the walls of the container. Therefore, for our lubrication system to work correctly, the container, i.e. the oil pipes and related connections, must be oil tight and not leak. If we have leaks in the delivery system, Pascal's law will not be observed and our system will fail, hence the necessity for checking the integrity of all oil pipes, connections and unions within the engine. Further, the oil pressure test provides a verification that the main and big end bearings have been assembled correctly and that pressurised oil is moving throughout the entirety of the crankshaft, the heart of our engine. If the white metal bearings have been assembled too tight, pressurised oil will not flow out of them, and you'll not be able to see oil flowing out of these bearings when viewed from underneath the engine. Critically, the engine must be disassembled at this stage to rectify any tight bearings, otherwise it will be goodnight Vienna for your engine rebuild. Also, we must remember that within a Rolls-Royce engine, the little end bushes and gudgeon pins are lubricated by pressurised oil, which is delivered from the big end bearings via the oil wedge effect and forced up a tube that is mounted on the conrod. Consequently, if the big end bearings are too tight, the little end bushes and gudgeon pins will be starved of oil, and this presents a high risk of seizure in these components. When we have delivered pressurised oil into the system, i.e. the test is observed, we are visually looking for the following: a consistent flow of oil from all big end bearings, a consistent flow of oil from all main bearings, no oil leaks from the main bearing oil delivery pipes, with particular attention to the soldered joints, no oil leaks from the faces of the sludge traps, no oil leaks from the main oil feed pipe within the crankcase. This is a pipe that runs through the webs that you'll see, that there's 7 of them within the crankcase, great big wedges of aluminium. No obvious leaks from the conrod oil pipes, and an oil pressure reading on the pressure gauge instrument within the car itself. However, this must be verified with an auxiliary device. And finally, some notes. This is more from personal experience. Firstly, the crankshaft must be turned to draw oil into the system. Otherwise, you may experience an airlock to start with, and actually you wouldn't see any oil at all when viewed from underneath the car. Secondly, the test must last for at least 30 minutes. If you do this for 5 minutes, if you do this test for 5 minutes, you're not going to be able to ascertain that the oil is getting everywhere. You might just see a running flow of oil, and this could be oil that's been in the engine for a while. Finally, and more importantly, this is not a guarantee that your oil delivery system will be functional. It is purely a visual check to ensure that oil is flowing to all of the right places and not leaking from the wrong places. I hope this has provided you with sufficient background information as to why it is absolutely crucial to perform an oil pressure check on a partly assembled pre-war Rolls-Royce engine. Please contact us for more information, and I hope you enjoy a practical demonstration of this process. To follow this.